We are on to recipe number 3, which is our chicken balsamic onion pizza. Now, I think most people love pizza, and one of the reasons for that is that you can put anything you want on it, anything you love on it. And we love chicken around here, and especially tonight with Gina in the house. So tell us how we get started here.
Okay, well, this beautiful pizza just layers on all of the Mediterranean flavors. So the way we start this pizza is we caramelize our onions. So we have one medium-sized red onion.
Slimly cut, thinly cut.
Right, exactly. And that's how you get a beautifully caramelized onion. So we're gonna show you how to do that. Okay. And we've got some done here already. So we start out with about a teaspoon of olive oil.
Okay.
And now you're gonna add that to the pan for me, Des.
And
the
of course,
one onion. Perfect.
Yeah, these are peak of the market, love them.
Yes, so we're just gonna get you to stir that. I'm gonna give us a little more heat here. So I think the most important thing to know about caramelizing onions is just a little bit of patience. So you want it on medium heat. It takes about 7 minutes. So this is
That's
the
not
one
too
step.
bad.
No,
I think you're gonna say
it's not too bad.
7
but
hours
oh my
later.
goodness, it is so worth it. Because it just, the caramelized flavor is just delicious. So you've got those sauteing. The next step that we do is we add about a clove of garlic.
And again, it is it's a chicken club med tonight, so we got all of those Mediterranean flavors. Yeah.
Veggies and chicken.
Gotta have the garlic.
Cheese, yeah. So then we've got about half a teaspoon of pepper, about a quarter teaspoon of salt. We're just gonna add that in. And of course, we're speeding up the caramelizing a little bit this evening, but we do have some done that we're going to put on our pizza. And then we've got a tablespoon of our balsamic vinegar that just adds a beautiful, tangy, sweet flavor to these already sweet, delicious red onions.
Yeah, and that combination of balsamic and chicken is always so good, regardless of the context. Like, I just find that it marries so well.
It does, it does. And I love this pizza. It is easy to prepare and full gourmet. So here we go with our balsamic vinegar.
Yes.
All right.
7 minutes I have to wait, Gina? Come on.
Wow,
no,
you don't, Des, because we are going to add these caramelized onions that we prepared just before the show onto our pizza. So the next step is you can use pizza dough. You can use already bought pizza crust to save time. And I used pizza dough and I just baked it a little bit to begin with.
And I think that either way, whether you're making your own or whether you pick up the dough from a local bakery or shop, there's a lot of places that use that great local wheat flour. So either way, you're supporting local and you're getting local, which is always optimum when you're in the kitchen, right?
Delicious, yes, we're lucky. We've got so many beautiful local ingredients. So the next step is I'm just gonna brush this pizza with a little bit of olive oil, and you know, that gives that crust just a beautiful browning effect when it comes out of the oven. All right, so that's a quick step there. And next I am going to start by...
There they are in all their glory.
Look at them. Beautiful, soft, caramelized. Oh, they smell good. We're just gonna spread those over our pizza crust. Takes just, you know, this honestly just takes a few minutes. The longest step is caramelizing the onions, but like I said, it's so worth it.
The rest comes together so quickly. And then of course with the chicken, because the idea is to use leftover chicken if you've got it, right? And
That's
so,
right.
And you can freeze chicken. This is something that I think a lot of people maybe aren't aware of, right?
So a great meal prep step is to cook extra chicken when you're preparing chicken, and then you can freeze already cooked chicken. So delicious for something like this pizza, or for salads, sandwiches, quesadillas, tacos. The sky's the limit. So this recipe is 1 cup of cooked chicken. I love to shred it, or you can chop it. So first we've got our crust, our caramelized onion. Next, I'm gonna get you to add a teaspoon of fresh thyme. And oh my goodness, this is just so lovely. If you don't have fresh, you can use the dried.
See, pop of color too, I like that.
Pops of color too, and now we are just gonna add that chicken onto the pizza. Do you wanna help me with that?
I'd be delighted.
Yeah, so Des, when you freeze chicken, you can actually freeze it for 3 months. And I love to freeze in about 1 cup portions and then just label it. And
well, if you keep showing us these recipes, it's not gonna last that long.
No, it doesn't last that long, definitely not.
How much chicken do you have in your freezer? None, thanks to Gina Sunderland.
Exactly.
Look at how beautiful that is.
It's looking beautiful. Okay,
and
so
then
we've
of course,
got a couple other awesome ingredients.
Got our cheese blend. Gotta have it.
So half a cup of smoked gouda, or whatever other favorite cheese.
Wonderful.
I am gonna put that on. And Des, you are going to do the finishing touches on this pizza. This is not over yet. Like I said, we are just layering on the Mediterranean flavors here.
All
so
right.
about 12 slices of a fresh mozzarella. Awesome.
And then prosciutto as well,
And
right?
then prosciutto.
All right.
So what I like to do with the prosciutto is I like to roll it and slice it, and then you get these beautiful little thin ribbons of prosciutto, and that is our last ingredient that just
Beautiful.
goes on top. And when I pull this out of the oven, it bakes. Doesn't take long to bake. 450 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. And when it comes out, I have some of that beautiful fresh thyme, and I just layer that on top too.
All right.
I love those fresh herbs. And
We're
look
gonna,
at that.
We're gonna bake that up.
We
It's
are
gonna be
set.
fantastic. Thank
Can't
you so
wait.
much, Gina. And so,
Thank you, Des.
Manitoba Farm Families, we're gonna introduce you to another one here on season 32 of Great Tastes of Manitoba. You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, filmed on location at Supper Central in Kenaston Commons.